right, so call placement. So right here's where I put the call. And again, we created our shooting arena this way. We have the call offset to where we think the coyotes are going to come in. And you'll notice I have it turned so it pushes the coyotes into that open area. So directly in front of me is heavy cover that we could not shoot in. Now directly in front of me is where I want to push the coyote to. So keep in mind, where you place the call is going to draw them in, but the way you angle it is going to push the sound in a direction you can kind of hook them from that direction. So since I want to push the coyotes to the west into low grass where I can shoot better, I just simply turn the call about 90 degrees from where I would have had it, instead of just throwing it out here and pointing it straight. So think of the sound cone as like a beam of light of where you want the coyote to end up. And just those extra little things like that will kind of help increase your odds. I tell people all the little things add up. So this is just one of the little things that might help. So for the calling sequence, I started with a soft, subtle food, rabbit distress, because there's heavy cover here that could be holding coyotes. So what I don't want to do is start with a loud vocal, really loud anything, and bump the coyote out. If this terrain was wide open, like some of the stuff we were hunting earlier, I wouldn't do that, because if the ground was holding a coyote, we'd see it. So here, there could have very easily been one bedded down. So I start with low food, then I went to a couple vocals, I went into fight sounds. I use mostly MFK fight sounds, and I like to do, I guess, least aggressive to most aggressive. So I usually start with table scraps, MFK table scraps, then I go to MFK bloodbath, and then I usually end with pound town. And what it does is, if you listen to all three of those sounds, it just steps up in intensity with each one. So if the first one wasn't quite intense enough to lure them in, the next couple will. But if you start out with something pretty intense, one, you have nowhere to go after that, and it may be too intimidating to the coyote. You could have a young yearling or something that just doesn't have the confidence to come into a serious fight, but little squabbles they may come into. So I went through those, and then when that didn't produce, went quiet for a little bit, went to another light food, just to see if it would draw anything in that wasn't confident enough to come into the fight sound. Didn't hear the first soft food I played. The fight sound may pique their interest, but again, with the fight sounds, sometimes it'll draw a coyote in, but they won't have the confidence to come all the way in, if that makes sense. So that's the sequence I ran on this stand. And again, this was kind of a non-traditional stand. Thanks for watching our tips and tricks episodes. We do go through all of the comments that you guys put. When you guys have an idea for something you want covered, put it in the comments to one of the videos and we'll make it happen. We've got other videos to do while we're out here that are a result of comments people put in videos. So I want to thank you guys for following our page. Thank you for the support. And if there's anything you want covered, put it in the comments, shoot us a message on Facebook, and we'll do our best to get it covered. And thanks again for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.